When we prepared for this trip to come to Australia, various masters said that they would like to address us, and the first is Kuan Yin. So a couple days ago I received this beautiful heart stream from her, which I'm going to read now, and it's titled, Accentuate Mercy to Live in a Field of Heart-Centered Joy. Accentuate mercy to live in a field of heart-centered joy. And I think maybe for this experience it would be best if you didn't take notes, because we will eventually publish this as a transcribed message, and then you'll be able to read the whole thing, study it in totality. So, again, it's accentuate mercy to live in a field of heart-centered joy. Dearest ones, mercy springs from compassion, which originates from love. Love is God's pure joy, creatively expressed and continuously expressing this love has always been and shall always be God's pleasure. It is the nature of the universe and also our nature. This pure joy is love's fulfillment within, as an ecstatic, virtuous feeling manifest. Expressing and accentuating mercy is one way, indeed, a desirable and major way, to live in a field of light that we co-create with God, of heart-centered joy. Mercy then yields joy, both within the heart, the very life of the one receiving it, and also in the heart, the very life of the one sharing it. To accelerate an age of freedom and enlightenment, a state of perfect beingness in God, mercy is key. In fact, it is one of the seminal spiritual virtues of the age of Aquarius, which is the age of divine love dawning. Mercy is love, wisdom's grace to life. Mercy is the pure givingness of hallowed love, sanctified love, offered in sacrificial acts and expressions of kindness and sweetness, and an empathic joy and authentic selflessness. All service provided with empathic goodness brings mercy into manifestation. All teaching offered to liberate minds and develop consciousness towards unity with God allows mercy both a birthplace and a continuing place of habitation. All virtues are living realities, indeed living beings. Mercy lives, moves, and has her being in a light field of heart-centered joy. And when we accentuate mercy, we strengthen this light field. We highlight it and we expand it. When we are merciful or full of mercy, our auras also become charged and saturated with a rosy violet light. The devas and angels love the auras of the merciful because they can naturally and more easily be with and work with those who have them. Would you be one with me, blessed ones, who manifests a mercy aura? The divine beings perform much of the alchemical work of accentuating God's virtues within our expanded and glorified auras, because they are the beings God created to do this very work, to expand divine feelings and holy emotions, which are God's energies in motion. Thus, when we are merciful, we draw these light entities of heaven to ourselves to remold our world in violet joy. Nature's devas teach children how to do this before they incarnate, and even while they are developing in the womb and very young. Children love coloring books and projects because color is one way to display feeling, emotion, and the expressions of virtues. Mercy delights in children's colorful creations of flowers and trees, of skies and bees, for these please the Divine Mother as well. As adults, we can color again, become childlike, and be more merciful too. Another way to enter the joy field of mercy is to sing. A heart and voice raised in song is a heart and voice amid angelic choirs, invoking the music of the spheres. A heart and voice playing together, for this is not really work, it's play, co-create with the Word, the Logos. God sang the universe into existence. The Big Bang was really the big song. Remember this. The original creation was, "Let there be light," sung as a cosmic symphonic melody in multiverses of harmony. And mercy was right there in the center of this song, along with loving kindness and empathic compassion. To accentuate mercy, in other words, to accent it, we use it to salt or flavor everything. Your assignment as a mercy bearer, as a mercy sharer, is to flavor life with mercy's sweet salt. How's that for a concept? The sweet salt of mercy is what accentuates everything we do and what we co-create with the flavors of divine love and the aromas of amor. So flavor away, precious ones, and share your creativity every day with every life form with great elan and fun. I am Kuan Yin, and I thank you. So this is a short message, yet I believe very powerful, in that we can use this violet light of mercy to flavor our lives with great joy. Think of times when you've been merciful to others. What manifests? What occurred? Always, or usually always, something beautiful. Maybe someone was unkind to you, and instead of returning an unkind word or a glance or a face, you were just possessed of a higher energy of love and compassion, and you didn't react. How many people have had that experience where someone was unkind to you, but you caught yourself, and instead of reacting, you were loving and compassionate? How many people have had that happen? So what happened? Did it diffuse the energy of that person's malice or inharmony, and they were kind of taken aback, and it actually helped the situation? Yeah. Yes. So that's the power of mercy. The power of mercy is a very amazing thing. It's more powerful than brute force and reactivity, because it catches the lesser self, the ego, in a trap where it has no way out, because there's no energy of your reactivity to feed it, right? Your reactivity and through negativity feeds the ego that keeps desiring to attack you and others. So what we have to do is not feed the ego by not reacting. And how do we do that? Through mercy. It's a magical formula to resolve conflict, Kuan Yin says. So keep doing that and see how powerful mercy is, because it really is one of the most powerful virtues in the universe. To be merciful and graceful and kind and compassionate and empathic and understanding is the way to the golden crystal age. It's not by brute force or reactivity. We know this. So think of children that you've taught, your own children that you've tutored and grown up in your household, and how when you explain things gently and kindly, they appreciated it. They didn't really appreciate being spanked, probably. Maybe you had to do it once or twice, just because they were really out of alignment. But the gentler way is typically the way that will mean the most to them for the long term of their entire life, right? When you explain things, and when discipline comes in a way that's housed in understanding and love rather than reactivity and, by God, you're going to obey me or else, right? It doesn't always work. They rebel even more, right? So, I think that mercy is a means for conflict resolution for the ages, for eternity. It really is there as a means of divine expression and to bring everything to unity. Mercy facilitates unity, Kuan Yin says. Mercy facilitates unity.